Hi again, everyone. Danny Miles here in Toronto, and we're going to be playing another edition of the IntoBridge Daily Celebrity Challenge. So 5 boards against the robots and compare your score to mine. And I hope some of you have been trying the Daily Dozen deals. So that's a fun new feature in IntoBridge. So I'm going to be giving that a try as well. See how I do on that later on today. And first deal. So also some of you may be at the San Francisco NABC coming up, or even perhaps on right now. I unfortunately won't be able to make it, but I hope everyone has a great time and best of luck at the tables, and may all your finesses win. So here we go. First deal. This is actually interesting because I was talking with one of my semi-regular partners the other day where we had a deal. She opened 1 diamond. I bid 2 clubs. I had a game forcing hand with clubs and a long club suit and a strong hand. And unfortunately, we had decided to play that 2/1 game forcing, except when the suit was rebid. In this case, like 2 clubs, 3 clubs. So what happened was I responded 2 clubs, she made a noise, and then I had to invent a bid to force because 3 clubs wouldn't be forcing, and that led to disaster. So we're discussing how we can get around this and always just play 2/1 is game forcing. If there's any small exceptions, then we'll figure that out. With my regular partner, Jason, we would play, and we had a whole system over 1 diamond, 2 clubs. And this, I think, is a maybe an understudied area by a lot of regular partnerships where they just say, okay, I'll just kind of bid stoppers up the line or something. You know, who knows what's going on. Same thing with inverted minors is when you usually bid stoppers up the line. But we had a system for this. Basically, over 1 diamond, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds showed any hand with 5 or more diamonds, could still have a 4-card major. 2 hearts just showed a generic weak no trump. And that was the whole key to the system, was that 2 hearts by opener said, I just have a weak no trump. Nothing about stoppers anywhere or anything like that. And then we had relay systems and whatnot for responder to get to no trump from the right side, to show shortness, to show strong hand with clubs or with diamonds, or to show a 4-card major. So anyway, we're not going to get into all those details, but here I'm just going to start with 2 clubs, game forcing, 11 or more points, 5 or more clubs. Should deny a 4-card, or won't deny a 4-card major necessarily. So 2 diamond rebid shows extra length. This is very basic for the robots. So I have a couple choices here. I could raise diamonds to 3 diamonds because we could easily have a diamond slam. In fact, we could have a diamond grand slam. You know, give partner ace, king, queen, 6 of diamonds, and the ace of hearts. That's an easy grand slam. Actually, in no trump is where we would want to play that one. I could splinter in spades to show diamond support and a singleton spade. Not necessarily crazy about that because our singleton is the ace. It's not amazing to splinter with the ace. Like if partner has the king of spades, they're going to downgrade their hand, but the king of spades is still a trick in this situation. And you know, if they have ace doubleton, like ace third of hearts, the king of spades is going to be a parking place for one of my hearts. So let's see. I don't know. I also could also repeat my clubs because they're so good. The problem is I'm not sure what I would do over 3 no trump. So I think we're probably going to raise diamonds, 3 or more forcing. I hope partner doesn't just bid 3 no trump. That would leave us sort of an awkward guess. I guess we could then bid 4 clubs over that. I think I'm going to try 3 diamonds. Bid 3 of a major, good. 3 hearts is something in hearts. That's what I want to see. So now I think we can kind of take control here. As long as their stopper isn't like queen jack third, you know, we could easily have a slam here. And we're probably going to want to play in, if we're going to play in a minor, we probably want to play in slam as opposed to 5 because it is match points. 3 no trump is likely going to score a bunch of tricks unless partner has no spade stopper and we have to not go to diamond. Now, the other thing to remember is like if partner has something like nothing in spades, ace queen of hearts, and like king queen 6 of diamonds, it's funny, we could actually go down in 3 no trump potentially where we have like 8 tricks on a spade lead and make 6 diamonds. So this is another area where sometimes newer players just go to 3 no trump right away and they find that they can make 6 of the minor and are actually going down in 3 no trump. So what's my choice here? I could bid 3 spades, no stopper in spades. Okay, I don't really like that. Although if partner pull doesn't bid 3 no trump, we're actually quite happy. They're going to have nothing in spades. I'm going to bid 4 clubs, slam trying clubs, forcing. I could bid 4 diamonds, slam trying diamonds. I think 4 clubs is probably better. Let's see what happens. 4 diamonds doesn't really tell us much, but partner does have some extras. How do I bid key card? Probably 4 hearts. Key card, Blackwood, and diamonds. This is good. It's going to tell me about the ace of hearts, the ace king of diamonds, and the queen of diamonds. So that's 3 key cards. And the queen, What if we're missing 2 key cards? Then partner's going to respond 1, and that'll be 4 spades, I guess. Then we can sign off, hopefully in 4 no trump, but it probably won't let me. I'll have to sign off in 5 diamonds or 5 clubs. So let's big key card Blackwood and diamonds. And 5 no trump. How many is that? 1 or 3? That's a very strange system. Why is it 1 or 3? Why 1 or 3? Oh, and a void. And a void. Okay. That is okay. I see. Oh, he jumped. He jumped. Yeah, okay. I'm like, I thought we were playing 1430. Okay, so we're obviously playing odd key cards and a void. So if he's got 1 key card, then we're already too high, right? Unless we're missing the, unless he's got ace queen of diamonds or we're missing the ace of hearts. So this is interesting, but he's got a club void. All right, so are we gambling 7 here? Are we gambling 7? What did 3 hearts show? Nothing special. 4 diamonds, though, showed 6 or more diamonds forcing slam try. All right, now we're sort of in a pickle here. We have to guess whether partner has 1 key card or 3 key cards, and we take a finesse. What are my choices here? 6 clubs is probably going to be natural, confirming all the key cards. I'm not going to do that. 6 diamonds is to play. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Can partner have 1 key card? If they have the ace queen of diamonds and the king queen of hearts, that's 5 and 6 is 11 points, and maybe the jack of spades 12 points. That's certainly possible, but they're making slam tries. So I don't know. Maybe I should be gambling on a grand slam here, but we could also be off the queen of diamonds. One thing is for sure, we're not going to play a no trump because partner has a club void. So, you know, clubs may not be breaking. Like if they lead a spade, knocking out our entry, clubs may not be breaking. And then we're just going to have to take a bunch of tricks. So what am I thinking here? 4 club tricks, a spade is 5, the ace of hearts is 6, and 6 diamonds is 12, and a spade rough is 13, or a long club is 13. That's if partner has 3 key cards. So of course, like I said, if we're off the ace of hearts and the king of diamonds and partner has 2 key cards, I don't think they'd be making slam tries here. And I also think they perhaps would have tried 3 no trump, although they're void, they have a void. So, you know, if there's something like 3, 4, 6, 0 or something like that, I don't know. I think I'm just going to gamble. Why not live a little, right? Let's see what happens. So we're going to get doubled. If we get doubled, it's a free board for you. No double. Okay, we've got all the key cards. It's just on the finding the queen of diamonds here. So let's see what we got here. And we have to be a little bit careful because if diamonds, well, if diamonds are 2-2, we're good. But if diamonds are 3-1, you know, first of all, we're going to have to divine that. And even if we divine it, it's not going to be enough because we would have to take our pitches right away because otherwise we're locked out of the dummy. So, you know, maybe 7 is better than 6. Like 6 could potentially go down possibly, although almost for sure not. I mean, we're just going to cash the ace king of diamonds and then go about our business. So the question is, do I run the jack, play the jack of diamonds hoping for a cover? If we do that and diamonds are 3-1 with a stiff queen, we still have the 9 of diamonds as an entry. I'm just going to play a low diamond to the ace. And if we drop a singleton queen somewhere, it's going to be fine. We're going to have, you know, 4 top clubs to throw 3 of our losers away. So we just got to hope, cross our fingers here. Queen, okay. I have no choice but to try to drop the queen of diamonds. Pray for us. No, okay. So we're going to be down 1 here, almost certainly, assuming that East follows twice to clubs. So this is going to be a nice bonus free score for you guys. So a great start for you. All right, and now we claim they get the queen of diamonds. So strange, you know, kind of key card auction. I guess I could have asked for the queen with 6 clubs, but as it turns out, we make 7 clubs or 7 no trump because hearts are 3-3 and clubs are 4-3. Wow, okay. So I found the only Grand Slam that doesn't make. How do we make 7 no trump? 4 clubs and 6 clubs. 4 hearts is 10, the ace of spades and the ace king of diamonds. So 7 diamonds, though, I think is a better contract than 7 no trump, although maybe not. Maybe 7 no trump gives you those extra chances looking at it on a single dummy basis. All right, we'll put that one out of our minds and go on to this next deal. We're going to open 1 heart. We got 12 high card points and a 6 card suit. So this hand should be easy to bid. We're going to bid 2 hearts. There's some argument for raising the 2 spades right away, especially if you play a convention called Flannery, which shows 5 or 6 hearts and 4 spades. When you open the bidding, then partner's 1 spade would promise 5. But I'm just going to bid 2 hearts here, understanding that spades may be a better contract. So 3 clubs is stopper and clubs, game forcing. I'm going to bid 3 spades. Even though I have ace queen third of the 3rd suit, I'm going to show my spades here. And hopefully, yeah, 3 spades, 6 hearts, and hopefully partner can judge to place the contract. 4 clubs. Okay, he's making a heart slam try. So he went through 3 clubs because he's too strong to raise directly to 4 hearts. So I actually have a pretty good hand here. I have a singleton club. I have the ace queen of diamonds, which are going to be protected on opening lead. I have pretty decent trumps for 6 of them, and I have jack 9 third of spades. I would like, it would be better if perhaps I had like king 9 third of spades and the ace third of diamonds. Then perhaps my spades would fit better with partners if he has a 5 card suit. But I'm certainly going to cooperate. I'll start with 4 diamonds, last train, and then the question after that is, do I take control? Because I showed 2 hearts. I'm limited to about 15 points. And I have 12, so I could have a little bit more, but I like where my cards are in my shape. So 5 diamonds is diamond shortness. That's a splinter. Okay, I'm just going to bid slam. If partner has a singleton diamond, doubleton heart, they're probably 5-5 in the black suits. It's maybe a contract where we need trumps 3-2 and a spade finesse. But if they have ace king queen of spades, ace and 1 heart, we're making 6, no problem. So I'll bid 6 hearts. Maybe 6 spades is actually better, but I'll start with 6 hearts. Partner's always allowed to correct. Okay, see if we can go down in two slams in a row here. All right, so, they actually had a 3rd heart, right, because this makes sense. Okay, so we're basically, this is not a good contract. Again, we're on a spade finesse and a little luck. So as I said, I would have much preferred to have the king of spades and not the queen of diamonds. So maybe that's my fault. Look how easy the contract would have been then. We would have had basically 12 tricks, and they would have probably had to cash their ace of clubs at trick 1 in order to get it. All right, so what do we do here? We're off the ace of clubs. What I would love to do is be able to somehow set up a club trick in order to pitch our small spade from our hand. That way we don't have to worry about playing the spades for no losers in terms of finding the 10. With jack 9 third, we basically either have to run the jack, hoping to pick up a doubleton 10, or we can run the jack and then run the 9, hoping to pick up a doubleton 8-7 in the east hand. I think that is probably the worst percentage play. The other choice we have is just to play low to the queen and then guess either 10 doubleton or king doubleton. 10 doubleton on our right, king doubleton on our left. So, and again, another terrible slam that we've found our way into. And let's see what we can do. The advantage of not playing a club and taking the spade finesse right away is that we actually might be able to finagle our way into making 7. If trumps break 2-2 and the spades are very friendly, we'll actually take 6 hearts, 5 spades, the ace of diamonds, and still have a trump left for a diamond rough in the dummy. So I think we've got a win. And I'm not super worried about going down 1 versus down 2. I think we want to win in our hand and just take a spade finesse right away. Okay, so hearts are 4-0. So that doesn't bode well for the spades being on side, unfortunately. But I think I want to, I'm not sure I can actually overtake here. I guess I could, and we can rough 1 diamond in the dummy and then set the other ones up. All right, I'm going to win this and play a spade to the queen, and there's the 8. This is not going to win. Oh, it won. Okay. So the 8. Would West play that from king 8-7 or king 8? The only relevant holding would be, well, king 10, I can't pick up anymore. King 8, 7 is the only holding, and they may have played the 7 from that. So I am going to play the ace of spades, trying to drop the king, which is not impossible actually, because West already has 4 hearts. So they kind of rate to be short in spades. Let's see what we can do. Please. Although we're not going to be able to, hold on, we're not going to be able to do everything though. We're not going to be. Yeah, I actually don't think I can make this now that I have overtaken the 8 of hearts with the 10. Because we need to end in the dummy, and West is going to have 5 hearts. Yeah, this is now kind of getting annoying. So, and we can't ruff 2 diamonds anymore because that sets up a trump trick for West. So maybe we have to actually exit with a club. Set up some communication. Because if I play the ace of spades and the king drops, I can't play another spade because they ruff and cash the ace of clubs. And I can't draw trumps right now because then I'm locked out of the dummy. Unless I play, no, I'm locked out of the dummy. Even if East has 10 doubles and a spades, it's not enough. So I think I'm just going to exit with a club, see what happens. High club or low club? Low club. King of spades. Okay, so this was sort of foreseen. So now the spade is going to pick up East 10, but it's not enough. West is going to ruff, and I can't draw trumps and get to the dummy. So this is a little bit annoying. And in fact, I think to just hold it to down 1, I have to play a spade now. Because there's 9 tricks left. I have 5 heart tricks and 1 spade is 6, and a diamond is 7. I could take a diamond finesse actually, which probably rates to be onside. Yeah, that's how I can make it. Diamond finesse, because I think the spades are an illusion. Getting a spade pitch is an illusion. Diamond finesse, ruff a diamond, cash a heart, ruff a club, and draw trumps. Yeah, I think that's what I have to do. So fingers crossed again. This could go, I don't think it's going to go 2 down though. Let me just see. Come on, win, win, win. Darn. Okay, so we're down. And let's see how many we're down. I can't cash the jack of spades right now, so I have to ruff the diamond, get back with a club. I guess I can overtake. Yeah, actually can claim him at this point. No, I can't. Okay, so West still has, oh, sorry, he still has 3 hearts left. Yeah, okay, so I can't get back. I'm not in a claiming position quite yet. Survive. Okay, now I can claim. All right, so another down 1. So it was King Doubleton, but let's see if the great Gib can make that one. It can, of course. I went down in another one, so let's see where I went wrong. Maybe I can't overtake the heart. Maybe that's it. Or maybe I just had a blind spot. Let's see. Yeah, if I play a spade right away, I go down. I actually have to play another trump or a club or a diamond. And what does that do? I have no idea. That's a good question. Maybe someone comes under pressure, club spots. Maybe I'm just missing something. Maybe I can ruff 2 diamonds in the dummy and that's it. I just have the rest of the tricks. So, okay, so 2 slams bid and 2 minus scores. That's wonderful for me. I'm going to pass with an 8 count in first chair. And partner opens a heart. 2 diamond overcall. Okay, my hand all of a sudden has turned into kind of a bit of a monster. Partner, 3rd seat, white, red. Of course, their values could be shaded, but they opened a heart. We have 4 card support, a singleton, 8 highs, the king of diamonds favorably placed. I want to get the auction up before the opponents have a chance to get spades in there. I could splinter. No, that's not what 3 spades shows, but I actually don't want to splinter because that tips the opponents off that they have a big spade fit. I'm just going to bid 4 hearts here. I could fake splinter in diamonds, I suppose, but yeah, no, I'll bid 4 hearts. Maybe a fake splinter is not bad, actually. Discourage them from competing in spades. Pass, pass, pass. Okay, so that's why they didn't bid spades, because partner has that suit loaded. All right, but we're in an okay contract here. Partner had, what do they have, 10 points? And we have 8, but our game has play. So let's see if we can sort of get back those 2 disasters we had earlier. The ace of diamonds almost certainly is onside. King, queen of spades are on our right, almost certainly. And so that's going to help us when we have to rough spades. We can run the jack through east and then only have to rough 1. But the clubs as well are going to set up, and we could set those up. So I think what we want to do, win the ace of spades and get the trumps going. Of course, trumps could be 4-0 like last time, but I think that's our play. And do we want to start with an honor to keep the lead? Okay, I will. Okay, feels like a singleton king. So we're going to have enough to, well, we have to rough 2 spades actually, because the jack, queen rough, and then rough the 6 of spades. So I actually don't want to necessarily play a bunch of trumps yet. Maybe a club right now is a better play. I just don't want to run into a rough, west roughing something like a diamond. I think that's going to be okay. I just want to set up some communication back to my hand. Ace, okay. Diamond switch, 4 of hearts. Okay, that's a good play by him. Where do we want to win? Well, I actually think the 10, 6, and 5 are going to win. So I'm going to play low here and then play another club. And then I think we're going to be okay because I think that's going to lock West out. I don't think they've got the ace king of clubs. And if they do, then we could be in, then the clubs are going to set up. So let's play low and low. Okay, good. So I'll win the 5. And I'm going to play another club. I mean, we can probably actually draw the last trump and then play a club. Then we'll have 2 pitches for a spade and a diamond. Well, I'll just play a club and hopefully I don't run into a diamond rough. King, oh, that's not good. Okay, so now as long as there's no diamond rough, we're okay. Now, if this gets rough, then it's my fault. I went down in a cooler. Okay, so now we can claim. I can draw trump and my jack 10 of clubs are going to take care of dummies 2 spade losers, and the 3rd spade loser is going to get roughed. So I made a contract, finally, hallelujah. And let's see what the opponents can do, just for fun. Do the opponents have a save? Not really. They're vulnerable. They can make 3 diamonds or 2 spades. So they would go for 500 because partner had spades loaded up. So, we were always going to get to 4 hearts, I guess, and didn't matter how quickly we got there. 4th deal, partner opens a club, and we have another good hand, 16 high card points, terrible spades. We will bid 1 spade and see what partner does. Okay, I think I'm going to gamble here and just bid 3 no trump. My spades are not great, and we have extra strength. And I think the key is that we have extra strength. If partner has 12 or 13, we have 16. We're in kind of the 29 zone. So I think this is a situation where playing with a trump suit may not be such an advantage, and the same tricks may be there in no trump as in spades. It might be a situation where we have to knock out 2 aces and we're going to make 5 in either contract. And I'm also behind you guys because of my first 2 boards. So I'm going to try 3 no trump here, hide my spades, and see what happens, rather than tell the opponents and partner confesses to a doubleton spade. So, all right. So heart lead, so that's okay for us. A diamond lead, I think, probably would have been worse. Now, of course, they could win the king of hearts and shift to a diamond. That wouldn't be great. But I'm certainly going to play low at trick 1. I'm not going to rise with the ace and try to go from there and watch the opponents take the entire heart suit. So I have two sources of tricks, clubs and spades. Spades could break 3-3. Clubs, I have probably just going to bang the ace king down. That picks up singleton or doubleton queen on either side. I guess singleton queen on my, well, yeah, singleton queen on either side. I can finesse the 10 later. And rather than take two finesses through east or try to pin the 10 doubleton. So I'm going to play low, 10. I'm going to win the queen. Okay. So the opponents are going to obviously set up the heart suit. So I think what I need to do first is just get clubs going. And I'm going to run into some entry problems because if I play club, 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 if the opponents knock out the ace of hearts, that's dummy's last entry, right? I can't then test the spades. On the other hand, if I unblock the ace king of spades right now and then play clubs, I have no entry back to the clubs in the north hand. So this could be a bit of a conundrum. I would love to know who has the ace of diamonds, but at the same time, it may be too late because the opponents may be able to set up 3 heart winners in addition to their ace of diamonds and whatever trick I'm going to let them in with. So I think I'm going to play clubs first. Let's see if we can find something good in the club suit. Queen? No. Okay. So now the 8 of diamonds. Okay, so if the ace of diamonds is on with east, I may be able to get back to dummy spades, but I'm just going to play a club now, set that suit up. Okay. Jack of hearts. Okay, so there was Jack 10 on my left. Do I want to duck this trick? Yeah, I think I have to. And then we're good to go if West has no more hearts. So if I win this trick, again, I have no way back to the dummy. So we can't take a bunch of tricks. If I win this trick, that's 4. Ace king of spades is 6. And 2 clubs is 8. And then we just got to hope that hearts are 4-3 and the ace of diamonds is with. Okay, so hearts were 4-3. So now I'm just going to come to hand, cash my 2 clubs, and play a diamond. And I think we're just going to make our contract. So let's do this first. Okay, cash the club. Okay, it doesn't really matter what's going to happen here. Actually, it does if East has only 3 hearts and the ace of diamonds, but we know they had the 4th heart. I mean, West would never have played the 10, the jack, then the little one. At trick 1, they would have won the king. So this is going to go ace of hearts, and then heart, or ace of diamonds, heart. I'll throw the king of diamonds. And then I have queens in each hand for the 9th trick. All right, so that probably should be relatively flat. I had 16, partner had a normal opening bid. We can make 3-no trump on best play. And let's see if there was an opportunity for an extra trick. Yeah, I think there's nothing we could do. Whether I win or duck, it's going to be the same. Yeah. Okay, so that turns out to be a sort of a boring hand, even though there was choices and entry issues. All right, on to the last deal. I have 7 high card points on 4-3-3. I'm not crazy about raising to 2 hearts, but I will. Sort of a constructive raise. I'm not loving my shape or my high cards, but I'll confess to sort of 7 to 9 and see what partner does. Hopefully they pass. 3 spades. Okay, now I'm glad that I showed support, because if I had bid 1 no trump and West got in there with a preempt, I would feel like I have to catch up and I hadn't shown my hearts. I got my hand off my chest. So partner bid 4 hearts, 4 spades. Now the question is, do I double to try to slow partner down? Partner almost certainly has a spade, singleton or void. I don't really want them bidding 5 hearts. My hand is probably going to be a disappointment. especially if there's void in the spades. My ace of spades might be a completely useless trick. So what are my choices here? First of all, are we in a forcing pass situation? Some people would play this, yes, as a forcing pass. We bid a vulnerable game, but I'm not so sure about that because partner just wanted to bid over 3 spades. I'm going to pass, and maybe double's better, especially if partner bids 5 hearts. So okay, we're defending. And the heart lead is not amazing. If partner led away from the king, this is not good. But we do have 1 spade trick, and then hopefully a trick or 2 in the minors. But it looks like Declare is going to be able to discard on a heart. But 5 hearts was getting destroyed, as we can see. So partner did well not to bid. Okay, so that uncovers the spade position. So what do we have to do? We're going to want to shift. Do we want to shift, or do we just want to continue spades? Declare was quite aggressive, so they had 6 spades and 2 hearts, and basically they're almost certainly 3-2 in the minors, one way or the other. And I think either minor is actually potentially dangerous. A club might be safer than a diamond. A diamond is out. Like partner could have just the king and Declare, or just the jack, and Declare could have like the king 9, and this could give away a trick. I could also just be passive and return either a spade or a heart into dummy. And I also want to make sure that partner doesn't necessarily get end played, like thrown in with a 3rd round of diamonds to lead a club or something silly like that. So I'm going to win. And partner led the deuce of hearts, and we play 3rd and 5th best. So I mean, the heart position is clear to everyone at the table. So I'm going to win and play a heart. That was odd. Or maybe not. Okay. Okay, partner splitting in clubs. So partner always has a hard exit. Declare didn't even take their pitch, so I think we're just sort of following suit here. Not much for us to do. Okay, so Declare 6 spades, 2 hearts, 1 club, and therefore 4 diamonds. So this hand is over. I guess we're going to get a diamond trick, and Declare is going to claim. Okay, so I'm glad we didn't double. Let's see what we could have done there. Nothing. Declare can always take the heart finesse themselves, but the heart finesse didn't actually help them because we just get 2 diamond tricks and the ace of spades. That's all we're entitled to. And there was nothing, I mean, if partner led a low club, then they could have stuck in an extra trick. I'm actually surprised partner didn't lead the king of clubs. I mean, that's such a normal lead. Even though I did support hearts, the king of clubs, I would just always lead the king of clubs. So that's it for today. That was really a nothing deal. Yeah, Declare couldn't even go down if they tried. I guess if they played a low spade, letting me score 2 spade tricks, but no one would ever do that. So that's it. 5 deals. I'm sure you did pretty well. I think it's going to be hard to beat me potentially on number 3 or number 5, but certainly you'll beat me on number 1 and number 2. Lots of chances for that if you just avoid a grand slam, and if you avoid a slam there, or actually you could make it if you play it a little bit more carefully than I did. So I hope you enjoyed the 5 deals and enjoyed the San Francisco NABC if you're there, and I hope to see everyone again soon. Take care.